Good afternoon, viewers. This is 10 Media View and this is a 10 conversation. We are looking at trending issues in Nigeria and globally. If you are new to this channel, you are new to this program, kindly like, share, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. Mr. Charles, we want to talk about TB Joshua. BBC Africa is carrying out an investigation, and according to them, some disciples of TB Joshua have come up with some allegations that has to do with the lifestyle of the man while he was alive. And part of the allegation is that they claim that the man was used to enslaving people, particularly the whites. And that according to them, that the man claimed that the white people enslaved or rather his forefathers. As such for him, he wanted to pay back. So, for a man who have died, do you think we should be hearing this?
Thank God, Mr. Matthew, you are a learned man. This is what you call medicine after death. In Islamic law, if you study Islam very well, I think it's
Continue.
so. If in Islamic law, I think I was opportune to have come across Islamic law during my years as a law student. You do not, Islam do not even give you the right. It's an abomination in Islamic law that when someone is late, when someone has died, that you are trying to bring out the forces or whatever he has done on earth. The only thing that is actually expected of you is nothing but to say good things about the person that is late. That's enough for you. But what happened? Do you know in 2008, a very, very high allegation came upon this young man, and nobody, at the end of the day, some disciple were the one pouring this kind of allegation on TB Joshua, and at the end of the day, they came back and they said to him, "We are sorry, they have to apologize." So whom do you actually have case with? A man who is late or a dead man? Okay, let's assume now that the BBC have decided to say, yes, no problem. This is what TB Joshua has been doing. Whom will you be able to hold responsible for that? Is it the wife? Is it the future?
No. I think what is happening is, for purpose of the living, maybe if someone else is following that trajectory, people can be wary of it.
My brother, to me, it's not a welcome development. Whatever TB Joshua have done on earth, whether good or bad, it's not meant for him and his creature. Let the creature judge him. The Bible says, and you know about that. But once a man dies, as the first thing appointed every man to die once, and after death come judgment. And you're going to stand on the judgment throne of God. Only you, giving God the account of whatever you have done on earth. So people should allow TB Joshua. The man has fought the battle for himself. It is not left for him and his God. Let God judge whatever that the young man has done. Even somebody is trying to follow the trajectory or the path that the young man has followed. It is none of the business of anybody. What happened when this man was alive? You could not even come up with a substantial challenges and evidence to challenge the young man that whatever you are doing is not actually in line with the aspiration of what the people that are actually following you. But now the man is late. What are you doing? You are trying to bring out to picture and information that people, so that people that are actually living will not follow the stereotype. It's a shame to Christianity. People that are doing this thing should know that Christianity is not all about what they are doing. Christianity is nothing but from the heart. A TB Joshua that is late, what substantial evidence can you be able to prove to yourself that this young man, this is what he has done? So to me, it's a shame to the Christendom. Are you getting me? I am not saying that.
Okay, your own is not whether they are right or wrong.
They are, see, my brother, they are wrong.
No, your own is not whether the allegation is right or wrong.
Yes.
Your own is that it's needless.
It is needless. It's not needful, my brother. A man that is late, even if you are saying it so that other people cannot triumph, follow the example of TB Joshua. What can you do to a dead man? A man who is dead already. When he was alive, what stops you from coming on air to tell the whole world that this is what the young man is doing? So anybody that is speaking out this kind of information to go to hell and sit down, TB Joshua is late, and it's not stand for him to go and face the judgment between him and his God. So anybody that is bringing out this kind of forceful information, to me, it's a shame to Christendom. You cannot, what are you saying? A man that is late already, and you are trying to picture another information that this is what happened. Will you go and bring out the man from the grave for him to stand and you start judging him that you are telling people are saying that is because they don't want people to follow the path. The world is actually free, according to David Starr. He said that the world is free and allow anybody to flow in, depending on where you want to go. So depending on where you want to follow, if TB Joshua have fought a battle of a good manship, fine. It's meant for him and his God. God will have to judge him for that. If he has given a good account, left for God and whoever that is actually bringing that is nothing, forget the fact that they are trying to bring out whatever that happened between TB Joshua and when he was alive. It's a lie. What they want to do is nothing but to destroy the church the young man had built for himself, even for God. So I'm a Catholic. I'm not, don't look at it as if maybe I do go to, no, I've never been to that church for one day, but what I'm saying is that it is a shame to Christendom that in Christianity within ourselves like this, that is the last thing you will hear from a Muslim man coming on air.
So what you are saying that you are not interested in merit of the allegation.
Everything about it is forcefully. I'm not even interested in that.
One is that it's needless.
It's needless. There's no need for that.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Charles. Thank you very much. You are welcome, Mr. Tunde. Good morning, viewers. We are looking at the allegation that came from disciples of TB Joshua, according to BBC Africa. One of his disciples said that he was very close to the man, of course, the second in command, and that the man was had a habit of enslaving people, particularly the whites. He referred to them as the Igbo. And that, according to him, that TB Joshua claimed that the whites maltreated or rather used his father as forefathers as slaves. As such, he wanted to pay back. Mr. Charles said he's not interested whether the allegation is true or not, that the man is dead and there is no point raising those issues. What is your take?
Well, my brother, I thank God I'm having the privilege of talking about one of the greatest men of God the world has ever witnessed. I'm talking about Prophet TB Joshua, a great man of God. But that notwithstanding, let me just, say one or two things about him and also respond to. I thank God it's not BBC London. Either it's BBC Nigeria or BBC Africa. That's the setting. That's the setup. That's always what they are made of. I have been privileged to come very close to the leadership of synagogue. At least I've been there one or two or more times. I have observed a lot of things. One, TB Joshua is very accessible. Two, most of the people working around him are very clever and intelligent. They know what human relationship is all about. They know that this is not about TB Joshua, it's about God's kingdom. So they represented very well to my own observation. Let me tell you, before TB Joshua died, let me just put it that way, if actually he died, I know that there's no death for a true believer. The wife had a leadership battle after he died. The man passed on with certain people in that church, in synagogue, in that square that believe that TB Joshua secretly or thereafter anointed them to take over the mantle of leadership in that church. Evelyn stood her ground, and of course, the matter went to Lagos State Government, went to court, and court intervened. At the end of the day, Evelyn took over the mantle of synagogue church. I am not ruling out blackmail in this regard. I am not ruling out gang up in this regard. It's a very clear thing. Ever since TB Joshua hit the limelight, even before he hit the limelight, there has been several criticisms going here and there until later days when he came out fully in his true colors and people started saying, okay, this is what this man is all about, this is what this man represents. I am not bothered even at a time in the Bible, they were referring to Jesus Christ as being operating under one demonic spirit or the other. The world is a funny place. If somebody can sit down, BBC, whether it's BBC Nigeria or BBC, I know it must be something that has to do with Africa.
Is BBC Africa?
Yes, they have something. That's to tell you the mentality of black man, the black African, especially when it did not favor them. I want you to look at it from that angle.
But these are people who claim to the eyewitnesses of what happened, who claim that they were close to the man while the man was alive.
I doubt that if it is the truth, because one, there's a lot of people there that model themselves after TB Joshua, that see TB Joshua as a role model. They also see TB Joshua as someone who they want to look like. There's this other man from Ghana. There's this other white guy, that were part of the leadership of that church at that time. Was there any point, any time, any day in his life and times that anybody come up with an allegation that TB Joshua did this, TB Joshua did that? Apart from when the issue of building collapse came up, you know what happened? The matter went to court also. We know what happened. So already most powerful men of God in Nigeria have already dismissed that.
That's in your own
because it was not hold voters at all.
For your opinion, is it a case of you don't know what transpired or you are raising his defense?
I am 100% sure that TB Joshua can never, I repeat, I know how many years it took TB Joshua to unveil a dream to the public. Remember that time there was this issue that he's not married, he does not have child, and you see, my brother, that is the black man world for you.
No, the question I was trying to ask, the allegation that have been levied.
It's not true. It's not true. There's no truth in that. There's no atom of truth in that. Those people that are putting those, this is just a blackmail. Because Prophetess Evelyn Joshua is doing fantastically well in the ministry.
But to what extent do you know the man TB Joshua before his death?
I think I have
For you to stand as an advocate.
Yes, I like I told you, on 3 consecutive times. The last one was very interesting. I had very close relationship with TB Joshua himself. That was the 3rd time. I had the first one, I had the second one. The first one I did not see him. I spent quite a lot of time, up to 5 hours in the lodge. Before you enter that lounge, they have to give you a tag. Before you enter the lounge, where they will give you, I'm not talking about reception. There's a lounge inside the building where TB Joshua resides, live. So when you sit down there, you'll be able to look. There's not that. There's a lot of white people there, mostly South Americans. And I had the privilege to interact with one of them. I've forgotten the name of the, but the man was like the president of Christian church in South America, the whole of South America. He was there. I interacted with him one-on-one. A lot of we exchanged views. You understand? So I studied the environment. I looked at him, the man of God himself, somebody that does not play with the word law. TB Joshua is a symbol of humility. Anywhere, any day, anywhere you see him. This is a man of God that labored in the spirit to get to where he is without anybody pouring oil or laying hand on him. He believes that his conscience with God is divinity. So at that level now, he has achieved a lot. So I am not God, but I am saying categorically that this man of God did not partake in whatever BBC Nigeria or BBC Africa is talking about currently. And the wife has come out to make a statement in that regard. It's on the social media. Go to the social media and you see it there. You understand? The word said it categorically that the people who want to take over the ministry of TB Joshua were the people that were. I said it here yesterday. They are the people. They're behind it. And that is just the simple truth.
You speak confidently.
Because I don't need anybody to, you see, they always say experience is the best teacher.
Seeing that you speak confidently about TB Joshua, could it be that you know him more than his disciples? And you knew him more than his disciples?
I want to say this very clearly because when a lot of media houses were writing some funny things about him, I and few other people, I don't want to mention the platforms, the reputable platforms, celebrity magazines in Nigeria, rose against some of those publications that were not true. We know a lot of people know how TB Joshua started.
That was our
So what I'm saying is this: I do not need to be part. I do not need to be part of, his disciples to know whether he is culpable or he did those things or not. I do not know. The Bible says that by their fruits you shall know them. Let me tell you, the more they keep on throwing stones at him, those stones will turn to legacies. That is just the truth.
Mr. Tunde, seeing that you speak confidently, could one be free and right to say that the man who had interaction with TB Joshua while he was alive strongly opposed or strongly disagree with the allegation of the disciples against him?
See, let me tell you, anybody can come out and claim anything. They eventually know that Prophet Evelyn Joshua is doing well. They cannot take synagogue from her. That is the one. If you know that TB Joshua at that level he is known all over the world, a man of God that is filled with humanity, and they said they know him. Why didn't they make that sort of statement when he was alive? Why are they bringing it up now that they know that the man has actually passed on to glory? So that's why all the whole men of God, both within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, are calling what BBC Africa reported as rubbish. And for me, it is 100% rubbish. And there's nothing they can do to stop the advancement and revivalists taking over God's kingdom. That's just the truth. They cannot. There's nothing anybody can do. The church must march on. That is just the truth.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunde.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.